guys, back again. So we've been making quite a lot of videos recently, but for any of you that watch regularly, you will have heard me speaking about Guy's collection that I got to go and have a dig through, and even though I was, what did I say, third or fourth person to dig through it, I still pulled out some great stuff. I was surprised actually at what I pulled out. So thankfully the guys that got to it first have pretty crappy tastes. Some of this I know what it is, some of it's blind buys, some of it's things that I know will be good to trade. But anyway, I'll just crack into it because there's a lot of stuff. First album I picked up was Ken Booth, Let's Get It On. Have no idea what this is like. But it was on Trojan, so I presume it will be some kind of reggae. Not hugely into reggae, but it will be a good thing to trade if I don't like it. This looked quite interesting. Brownsville Station, self-titled album. Had no idea. By the looks of them, it might not be the greatest, but the cover was pretty cool, so I picked that up. Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Trilogy. This is on Manticore, reissue. Not, I think originally it was on Island. And Tarkus. I'm not a huge fan of Emerson, Lake and Palmer, to be honest, but these look interesting. I've not honestly listened to these properly before, so I'll give them a spin. This one I was very pleased to find. This is Prince's second album from '79, I want to say. Might have been '78, 79. Yeah. But yeah, this is a great album, and I've wanted this for ages. So it's cool to have this. I think this is possibly a later pressing, but it's still got its picture in the sleeve there as well. So that was a cool pickup. I was really pleased to have that. A couple of, well, I say modern releases, not really modern releases, but new compared with most of the stuff that was there. Neneh Cherry, I forgot what this is called now. Raw Lake Sushi. Classic album. This is one that's got Buffalo Stance and stuff on it. An album that I'd completely forgotten about, that I used to listen to all the time when I was at school, is Enigma with 1990, or that, but 1990 for those who don't speak Roman. But yeah, this is the one that's got sadness and stuff on it, so this was a really cool find. Pleased to have that. This was one I have absolutely no idea about. The JSD Band. It's on Cube, which is the same as T-Rex, and I think Joe Cock has done albums for Cube. So it's pretty beat up, but it looked interesting enough to take a punt at. Next up was a whole stack by the same artist. Some had already gone, but I grabbed these. Autobahn by Kraftwerk. This is on the Spaceship label. It doesn't have the embossed sleeve. Well, it does, but it's only where it's ring worn. So Autobahn, glad to finally have a copy of that, even though that one's a bit trashed. Electric Cafe. Good one. Trans-Europe Express. Unfortunately, this, you can see there's been damaged there, where it had obviously stuck to the next one. Radioactivity. This was the first ever Kraftwerk album I bought. I bought it on CD years and years ago. This is a reissue. This is the Fame reissue. But this is basically plumped out my Kraftwerk collection. Electrokinetic. Again, this is another Vertigo one. This time on the orange Vertigo label. And Man Machine. Again on the Fame, so that's like the budget, Capital's budget reissue. Yes, there's a whole stack of Kraftwerk stuff. Then there was a couple of interesting things. This was a kind of follow-on from the Kraftwerk. This is Logic System, which is a really cool album. I knew of this, but when I saw it I couldn't quite believe that it was in there. It's basically a really early electronic album. Well, not really early, it's 81. But it is basically music composed by this guy here, who I think went on to be a producer and was in the Yellow Magic Orchestra, possibly, or one of those types of things. Also picked up this, which was interesting, Tokyo Mobile Music Volume 1. Just spin the track list in there, but it contains ambient sounds recorded in Tokyo. I've not had a chance to listen to this, so I don't know whether it's all just ambient sounds or whether it's music based around them, but it looked kind of interesting. So I grabbed that. I picked up this, which I already have, but this is the stickered one, so it's when Atlantic and the Kinney group, when Warner Elektra and Atlantic all kind of merged, and had to relabel them, so the covers that were already printed got stickers shoved on them. But it's Plum Atlantic, which is really cool, because the other copy I've is just on the orange and green label. So this is the first album that I've actually bought two of since I've been drawing my book. So now do I redraw this in the book, or do I just swap them out? I'm not quite sure. And incidentally, all of these, they're all just going to go into my inbox, and then I'll draw them as I take them out of my inbox, so I don't suddenly have 20 albums to draw, because I'm already behind a bit. Osibisa, never had any of their stuff, always wanted some. I spun this last night actually, just as a sneak preview. Really enjoyed it. Gatefold sleeve. This is a later pressing with a black label. It's really cool. Definitely be wanting to pick up some of their stuff. This one, which was, of all the things, if I only had to take one, it would probably be this one. This is Neneh Innes, How Sweet to Be an Idiot. Neneh Innes was in the Bonzos and the Ruttles. It's kind of a bit tongue-in-cheek, but is great. There's bits of this that when you're listening to it you could kind of swear it was a lost early Paul McCartney album. It's really very good. Definitely recommend checking that out. Picked up another copy of this. This one's in slightly better condition than the one I have, and nobody else had taken it, so I thought I would. It's on the palm tree, pink rim palm tree label, and I got it for a pretty good price, so that'll be good to either sell on or trade. Well, trade the version I've already got, but a classic doesn't really need any introductions. And finally, an album I didn't know anything about is I'm Stranded by the Saints, who are I think Australian punk band. I've not listened to this yet. And I nearly flicked past it actually, but I thought the cover looked interesting enough. And then when I turned it round, somebody's drawn this big blue line across it, and I thought, oh, it's not very good. But then I noticed it was on Harvest, so I thought, oh, I'll give it a look. And as I pulled, I don't know whether this will show up on the camera. I don't know if you can see, as I pulled it out I noticed there was a sticker across the label, so I just closed it back up before looking at it, and added it into my pile. And then, yeah, when I got home, it has a factory sample sticker on it, not for sale. So, and it doesn't look like it's been played. So, this will be something, because I think of all the things that I've picked out, this is probably the rarest one. And the fact that it's a factory sample as well could be even better. And I think this blue line might be something to do with the fact that it's a sample copy. But I'll have to investigate further. But anyway, that's coming on for 15 minutes. So yeah, that's my haul. I might not post this straight away, or maybe wait a few days, do it the weekend, just in case I haven't mentioned anything that happens in between. I'll do a Chris over at Dixieland Farm and keep it till August. Yeah, so that's nearly 15 minutes. Love to hear your comments as always, and take care.